Hey guys, Sherm here, and welcome to my 16th Asphalt 9 live stream. So, sorry about the wait. I had a weird audio issue where I was hearing myself through my headphones, which would have then been broadcasted in the stream. So you would hear everything I said twice, like an echo. And I figured you guys would probably rather wait a little longer than have to deal with that the whole stream. So, we are going to be doing the TECHRULES AT96 Grand Prix today, as well as talking over it a little bit. I do still plan to make a video about it. The reason why I waited was because we didn't actually know all that much about it. As you can see here, basically the way it works is, so there were 3 qualification rounds. If you got in the top 10 in any of those, you got put into the final rounds in a thing of 20. And in the final rounds, there are actually 5 different ones of them. If we go to the leaderboards here, we can, wait. Anyway, yeah, I'm number 2. I 3-starred my card. There's a 4-star guy that's ahead of me, so I have 45, I have 45 points. So, where is it? Somewhere it shows me that there are 5 different rounds, and the top 1 person gets 50, and the next person gets 45, and so on down. That's how that works. So, I've already done my races. I had to do a few extra ones because I kept getting wrecked on some annoying places. So, let's say hello to everybody. Hello, Carlisle Brown, Firelight, Phil Azor, Elvis Abs, Tyrese, Elite Napalm, Flynn's, Flame Master, Elite Asa, Lucas Audet, and everyone else as well. Proteam Reaper. So what we're going to be doing is, I'll probably do a little bit of the practice here just to show you guys sort of my route for this, even though I've already gotten all the rewards. I'm sure you guys would like to see it. Hello, Josh Deltor. So yeah, that's how it's going so far. I'm going to try to get top 3 in each of them so that I can get the car, since I've already sunk a good bit of tokens into it. I'm definitely going to try to get it. I should be able to 4-star it at least. I don't know if I'll be able to 5-star it with the tokens I have, but I'm going to do my best in this event because it's one of the top A-class cars, and I feel like it would be good content for my channel. So let's do this first. Let's do some practice on this lap. And hello, Garage Eagle and Sharkway and RLM. Okay. Yes, Sevilla is coming to Asphalt 8. And let's go. Do I smell Mustangs? That's an interesting question. I never was able to, but I wish I could, because that would be a pretty cool talent. Okay, here we go. So, I believe that this guy ahead of me is the guy who's in the number 1 spot right now. Now, he has a 4-star car, and I only have a 3-star. And I'm not doing so great. But yeah, that's why he started faster at the beginning and whatnot, because packs have already come out for this car. So, it is actually somewhat of a pay-to-win event after all, even though we thought it was going to be skill-based. Gameloft always seems to like to do that. They say it's skill-based, but then, as a matter of fact, no, it's not. And see, things like that. I think this part of the track right here, this little tunnel area, was what caused me the most problems. I had, I think, 2 races in a row, which were the last 2 of my free tries, where I wrecked, like, right there. And so I had to pay tokens. But yeah, this is the basic route through here, as far as I know. Probably as you start up the car more, there is a different route that you can take there, like possibly going around the entire inside if the nitro efficiency gets better. So that's that. I did very poorly. I'm going to try to do a better one and where I don't wreck. How am I doing the Avia event? Not too great. Yeah, I've got like 35 out of 55 blueprints or something, and I'm not going to be able to get the car. That event is just awful. The second worst one next to the Jesco event, I would truly say. But yeah, as you can see, I've 3-starred it. And after I do here, I'll probably do some multiplayer. So let me know, guys, in the chat, what cars would you like me what cars would you like me to use? I've gotten to Gold League, so I can use B-class cars now. I plan to use the Vencer some, because I'm going to make a video about the Vencer, which I have 5-starred recently. Probably not with stream races, but I kind of want to practice in it. Why do I keep doing that at the beginning here? I feel like I drive worse when I'm streaming than when I'm not streaming. I feel like I do. Because I wasn't really having these problems. Yeah. One last try. I'll get this. I'll get this. I'll get this. You have a map guide to this race. That's kind of what I'm trying to do right now. Okay, let's see. People have begun giving these things. Sharon, Apollo, Elise, Lancer. Homage. Can definitely do some of these. Now, the best thing is when you can get 2 barrel rolls at the beginning here, which hardly ever happens. Okay, this is a better start. So my best time so far is a low 1.7. It's like 1:07.0 something. It'll be funny if I beat that in the practice. Even though I doubt I will, because that was actually a pretty good run where I was able to do that. Not the best. I mean, I know people have been able to get 1.7s with 1 star, even like high 1.7s maybe, but still. Yeah, I never considered myself to be the greatest like event kind of person, like getting super good lap times in Asphalt 9, which is why I always, well, also for my channel, another reason, but I always did more multiplayer. Show you my ears. You can see my ears in what video? Some video I did recently, a talking video. I forget which one it was. Possibly the Senate event. No, the Rimac event. That's what it was. In the Rimac event, you can see my ears. Thank you, Lilac. How do I get the chat to pop up like that? In the control panel, you can see the chat on the right. At least this is how I do it. You see the chat on the right, and then you can click the 3 dots and then pop out chat. And then you can get these every so often as well. So that's all there really is to show inside the Grand Prix event at this time. In the Avia event, it's not going too great for me. The Jesco event is definitely worse. At least the AT96, I don't know. We'll have to see how the other rounds go. But currently, I still consider the Jesco event to be the worst one in Asphalt 9. Okay, so let's go to multiplayer. Vulcan, I can't do Vulcan. So Homage, Alfieri, Vet, Leaf, Lancer, Vencer, Lancer. A lot of people are saying Lancer. A whole lot. Okay. Let's start out with Lancer, because why not, even though I'll probably just get absolutely wrecked. I'm going to try it, because I remember there was one time in a previous stream, I meant to make a video about this, but I never did, where I got, I think, 1st place in the Lancer against some C-class cars. So let's see if we can do this. And it's so nice that they have being able to phase through people at the beginning. Not that it helps me any, because this car is one of the slowest accelerating cars in the game. Which definitely does not help its compatibility. That's not even a word. Competitivity, there we go, that's what I was thinking of. And why the Leaf is definitely better, because if you guys saw my Leaf video, usually what happened was because of its very good acceleration, honestly, it was able to get ahead in the beginning, and then sometimes people just weren't able to catch up. But the thing is, when I'm in this car, because everybody starts up faster than me, and goes faster than me in general. Hey, Doc Interfic. I don't know which of you is on the account at the moment, but hello. And it does not look like we're going to be doing especially great in this race. A lot of people are saying Leaf. I'll do the Leaf after this. Even though in B it's not going to do very well either, simply because it's slow, and there's just no two ways about that. It's just plain old slow. You're in Platinum, okay. Yeah, I actually made it to Gold League last night because I'd hardly played Rush Season at all since previously because, well, I just find it kind of boring. I can't use Fender. I mean, anything above B class, so anything in A and S class I can do in club races, which I will also do in this stream. But I can't use them in multiplayer because you can only use those in Platinum and Legend, which I am not to and am nowhere close to. Yes, Knight, you have been noticed. Hello, Urus as well, and M. Kennedy, and Wakas, everybody. It is good to see you all. Yeah, when you get to gold before me, probably a lot of people do, considering that I'm many thousand positions, because I just don't play Rush. Apollo N, 4GT, Arinera. I see a lot of people saying Arinera too. I might do that. 4GT. A lot of 4GT. I'll definitely do that then. F12. A lot of F12 too. Oh, ha 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 ha. I was like, why can't I hear anything? And then I realized, oh, I'm still looking at the chat. And so the thing about this card and why it's difficult to use is because you have to stay in perfect nitro all of the time if you want to be at your maximum speed. And somehow I'm actually in first, which isn't going to stay for long, obviously, but that happened. Yeah, you have to stay in perfect nitro or else your speed just drops like crazy. You go down to 150 or something like that if you're only in single. That's not good. Nope. Dead. Nope, 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 nope. See, this is why I don't usually use bad cars like this in these seasons after Silver League. Because they don't go well. Woo, that was kind of cool, actually. Yeah, with Shockwave, like, this car only goes 160 or something. See, this is what I don't understand about this car. I can understand them doing it with the Vanda. The Vanda is a very good car overall, very agile, not especially fast, but not terribly. Well, that just happened. I think the Leaf is my bad luck charm. No, I forgot even what I was going to say. Oh yeah, why I can understand on the Vanda why they made it so that there's this extra bit of skill you have to use with the nitro and all, but why this? Because it's the slowest car in the game already, and it's even slower if you aren't in this doesn't make any sense to me. SRT8, SRT8! Huracan, Huracan! Oh, that was you? Stream Sniper. Yeah, that would be annoying, Phoenix Dark. I mean, I spent 15k tokens on the Jesco and didn't get it, so I'm really hoping I can get this one. 1 minute 4 second with 1-star AT96? No, that is not possible. That seems like it's a hacker to me. I'll do Arinera now, since a lot of you guys were asking for that. It's not the Leaf, it's just you. Nah, I don't think so. I think it's the Leaf. How do I feel about the Grand Prix? Is it skill-based or not? Kind of. Not as much as I would have liked, because of the fact that they did bring packs so much, and everybody... See, you can basically spend tens of thousands of tokens and max the car and be guaranteed first in everything. So, yes, it's still pay to win. It is still somewhat skill-based because you do have to drive well in order to do it, but not nearly as much as we thought it was going to be, which is kind of unfortunate, but not necessarily surprising since Gameloft likes to have token spending as a part of their events, and that's what we got. A lot of token spending in that regard, and like I've already spent more tokens on this event than I have in the Rimac event. The Rimac event was really good. Like, for what you got out of it, it was really good. I would say the Rimac event and the Sheeran event are the two best events that we've ever gotten in Asphalt 9, or special events. Because the Sheeran event, you could just buy a bunch of packs. Like, I spent 12,000 tokens and 4-starred it. Well, you didn't have to have any of the extra cards for the event in order to do it. And that's one thing I kind of miss. Because now you have to have all these other cars maxed and things like that, and it's just annoying. But the Sheeran event, I mean, you can spend a bunch and get the car at high stars without having to worry about having a bunch of other cars. Come in second. Not too bad. Ha. Yeah, no more. I think you can do shift enter. Does that work? Shift enter? No. Can you do... Wait. Let's see, does this work? No, it doesn't. You can't even do shift enter. Okay, that's annoying. Yes, she does. And she's in here right now. Watching the stream, I mean. SRT8, sure, I'll do that. I don't have the Civic, unfortunately. Follow N and 4GT and F12 TDF I also see a lot of, so we'll do that. SRT8, go. Hello, everyone. Thank you all for joining. William Compton, Noob Forever, Bacon Plays, Nitro G, Slayer. A lot of 4GT I'm seeing. Hi! Wow, someone has already 5-starred their AT96. I mean, I can see that happening. Because I think technically with the amount of tokens I have, I could as well, but I don't really want to. Plus, I think it costs a bunch of credits in order to upgrade it as well. Like, I can definitely 4-star it, and I probably will. But I doubt 5-star. I actually kind of like Osaka, but not for this car. Not good for this car. I mean, no track is good for this car, if I'm being honest. This car is just not good, period. It used to be a lot better, but now it is just trash. Although, whenever I want a challenge, I just go into multiplayer with it and see what I can do. Just because of how bad it is. If I actually manage to win anything, it's a huge surprise. Okay. I thought for sure I was going to wreck, but I didn't. Which is more agile, Vents or Arinera? So, weirdly, the Venter actually has better handling, I feel like. And I also feel like... Actually, no. There was tests done, and this is really weird. And it's something we've seen a few times, but I don't quite understand why. The Venter, while it has a lower nitro stat than the Arinera, actually has better nitro efficiency by a small bit. So I don't know why that happens. I think it's also the case with the Huracan and the Corvette, with the Huracan saying it has better nitro than the Corvette, but the Corvette actually having better nitro. I'll do the Ford GT. SRT8's definitely worse. Yes, I can do the Ford GT because I have B-Class. I can do that. What do I think of TikTok? I'm not getting into that. Do I think the Grand Prix would have been great if they just didn't release packs until the final rounds were over? I think the way they should have done it. Yeah, I think so. And then release packs for everyone. Because if they truly wanted it to be skill-based, what they would have done is made it so that everybody with enough skill could get up to, say, 2 stars or 3 stars, or everybody could get to the same point in the event but not beyond it. And so you wouldn't have such a discrepancy between car ranks. So then the final rounds would be more skill-based, and it's not just whoever has the most tokens to spend gets the top positions. Because not only do you have to spend tokens in order to start the car, you also have to spend tokens and if you don't get a good time on your first 3 tries, which I didn't. And so I spent some tokens, a good, why do I always get knocked down? Some good bit of tokens on trying to get a better time. So yeah, it's definitely still pay to win. It's not completely skill-based like everyone was hoping. This is just not my day, is it? Everyone have same stars. That would be very nice. I wish that was the case. Okay. Yeah, see, the Ford GT is just a very bad multiplayer car. And, speaking of that, so the new best and worst cars in each class list we're working on. We've gotten the TLE list mostly down, I would say, with the new cars. But we also want to do a multiplayer list because we know that, say the Ford GT, for example, in events, in a lot of events, I mean, it can do okay-ish because of its good top speed. If you keep trying over and over again in an event, you're probably going to get a pretty good time. But it's bad for multiplayer because you can't just restart a bunch of times in multiplayer. It is very unforgiving. It is just, its top speed is the only good thing about it, really. Yeah, 5 races in a row, I get knocked down. I mean, I'm just kind of used to it at this point. Because that's what tends to happen. Let's do Huracan, people have been asking for. I could upgrade? Oh yeah, I can upgrade this car. But I don't need to, so I won't. I want to save my money. I had like 16 million credits, but then I spent a bunch on the... I spent a bunch on the TECHRULES, and now I only have 9 million. Which is still a lot, but like... I don't need to be unnecessarily spending, I guess. Okay. Civic is like mid-D. It's not that great. It's not amazing either. It's like around the Jetta in terms of performance, but not having good drifting. It's faster than the Jetta. It goes like 185 instead of 178 or 182 or something like that, but it can't drift. That's a big problem. Yes, guys, in the chat, Lilac Hughes is my girlfriend, so everybody give her a warm welcome. No, that's not good. See, and the thing about the Huracan is it's definitely, I would say this car definitely takes the cake in Class B for multiplayer because it's just so good like that. But it's fairly equally matched with the Apollo N and Avia for the event times, but it just kills them in multiplayer for the most part. And like the Corvette is a lot higher on the multiplayer list than the TLE list. Yay, we did it. See, this is just so much easier. Like, yeah, I understand that, but generally speaking, the Huracan is better for multiplayer. What car hunt do I want? Bugatti Chiron. Okay. What were the other cars? I've forgotten. People are, let's see, Rezvani, Sinar 1. Another Sinar 1. Let's do Sinar 1. Four-star. Still not five-starred. I could with the amount of red coins or whatever they're called that I have, but I just haven't yet. Do I like cheese? Yes. This feels like another one of those questions from the previous stream about the lasagna, which turned into the pizza cake meme, if you guys remember that. DB11. Yes, I can use that. Even though I'm probably not going to do very well in it. DB11. Wait, which one is that? I forgot. But yeah, I can use that. See, now this car is kind of an interesting middle ground in between, like, super agile and not, because it feels very stiff, but it still has that really good nitro efficiency to kind of make up for it. Oh! Oops. Well, that happened. That, is my live stream page. And oh wait, I need the chat. There. 14, not bad. The thing I like about Rush Season, I used to rap on it a lot, but now it's a little. I understand where it's good, as it gives a nice stress-free environment to play, which is one thing it's very good at. Yeah, Sinar 1 isn't very good for Caribbean. Apollo N, yes, that's what it was. People were saying that. And the... What was the DB11? Yeah. Let's do the Apollo N. I almost have the Huracan Gold Max. I only need one more epic on handling, I think it is. Here, Vanda with 911 GT3 RS. Wait, I forget which class Vanda is in. That's embarrassing. It's either B or A, but I keep forgetting. Okay. Let's see. I think there's another. I think I saw another Apollo N. So let's see how we do. Probably would have been better to just go around there and not do a shockwave. Thank you for not 360ing. Like, the Apollo is still good for multiplayer. It's just not as consistent overall as something like the Huracan, I would say. Because if two cars are more or less equally matched in events, as I feel this car and the Huracan are, pretty much always the more agile one of the two is going to be better for multiplayer. Although here we're doing pretty well. I mean, it's still decently agile. See, the biggest problem with this car isn't its handling. Its handling is actually pretty good. The problem is its nitro efficiency, which is not good. I mean, it's mediocre at best, I would say, at 5-star, and if you have it at lower stars, it's even worse. So I can kind of understand why some people don't think this car is very good. Let's see. What else? Okay, Vantage is an A. Read this for no reason, please. I just did. Yes, I am reading these comments. Ortega, Rizvani, CN. I already used 4GT. Let's do Rizvani. I'm interested to see how this car will actually do in this league. I can use the Corvette too. I used the Viper in cars like that getting to Gold League, but I haven't used this car in here yet. Oh, I forgot to say go. I just said Rizvani. Yeah, A+ acceleration. That was the name. That was the title of the video that I made about this car. Yeah, chat's delayed, unfortunately, 12-ish seconds, if I remember right, something like that. How long do I think it will be until the special events come out again? So I talked about this a little bit in a video, and I don't think they'll come back for a while. We haven't seen any rerun. So this was my reasoning as to that. The first thing is we haven't seen any rerun so far, which kind of makes sense. I mean, there weren't many rerun much in Asphalt 8 at the beginning either. The thing about this, though, the reason why I really don't think there will be, is because we've already gotten packs for so many of the special event cars, like the Chiron. We've gotten plenty of packs for the Chiron. We've gotten packs for the Huracan. We've gotten packs for the Terzo. So that doesn't mean they can't have special events for them, obviously, but I feel like they wouldn't if there were going to be events soon, because that would just make it easier for people to do the events, which I don't think is what GameLoft wants. So this is a really close one here. Okay, I gotta concentrate and stop talking. So see, like, this race here, the Apollo N is obviously a lot faster than the Rizvani, and obviously better for events. But it's going back and forth in multiplayer, because the Rizvani is, I don't know, better acceleration or something. The Apollo N just isn't as easy to keep up to speed. Do I feel the satisfaction when you beat agile cars and top speed-oriented cars? I do, especially if it's one that's hard to drive. Like if I beat a bunch of Corvettes in a Ford GT, that feels good. Let's see. Well, AT96 be the king of Class A. It's going to be one of the best cars in the class. I'm not sure yet whether it will be the king. Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the king overall. I don't think it will. because its speed is lower than that of the Gen T or whatever, which is 5 miles per hour faster or something. But yeah, I don't think so. Yo, what's up, FMA8? If you're real. Can't tell on here. Let's do the P1. And Ortega, so you stop spamming it. Let's see. P1 go. Nope, can't use that. Forgot. Ha, platinum. Can't. What was it? What was it? What was I going to do? Ortega, yeah. Ortega, go. Can't choose P1 here, unfortunately. I can do that in club races, though, which I will probably do pretty soon. I'm currently in second in the Grand Prix with a 3-star car. The person in first place is a 4-star one. Will I ever reveal my name? Eventually, yes. Yes, I will. But I don't know when. Yeah, good to see you too, FMA8. Do I think the AT96 will beat the Gen T or more linear or twisty tracks? Definitely more twisty ones. Because the AT96 has better acceleration than the Gen T, but the Gen T has better top speed. How bad is the W70? It's actually quite a good B-class starter car, easy enough to drive. I use the F12 TDF after this. Yep. Would I want to see a fix streaming with face camera? Well, I couldn't say no to that. Okay. Why such a late spin? That was weird. I did not click spin again. It just kind of spun late. Yep, I was about to say, I'm gonna get knocked down, and I did. Not going good. Help. Okay. Yeah, this one. So, do you guys remember a while back, I made a video about this car by Sarjan, I think it was, who gave me the races. He had a maxed one, but he was racing it in Legend League, and he even beat some Shurins and stuff in it. Which is something I don't quite understand, but that's cool. Do I think a VIA will be any good? I think at max, yes, but at low stars, a VIA is not good. Let's do F12, because everybody was asking for it. Still a good car. I already did the Ford GT. I can do it again, though, I suppose. Yeah, you guys remember my old acronym titles. I should do more of those. The problem is they're hard to come up with. Like TVR. I thought about, well, what can I do for TVR? The very something terrific. Very, I don't know what would R be. And usually when I can come up with a good one, that's when I use the title. Like, I was pretty proud of Acura being a car you really admire. I was pretty proud of that one. Moves like Jaguar, yep. I remember that one too. Hashtag purple, there you go. For dislikes, probably people who were upset that the stream was late. Sorry about that. Not much I could do, though. Did I really ever say BC oops? That's why you don't look at the chat while you drive. Did I ever say BC equals bad car? I thought I said bug car in the first BC video. And then I said breathtaking car or something in the second one I did, the Max one, by Get Rexon and Conan. That's so cool. I can, most of the videos that I made of other people's races, I can remember who did what car. Yeah, BC is definitely a good car. I still remember, back in my second best and worst cars in each class list, I think it was the second one, yeah. People got so triggered that I put the Porsche 918 above the Huayra, which I did because I had the Porsche 918 at 4-star and the Huayra like 1, maybe. I didn't realize how good the Huayra was at the time, and that was before the buff too, or after it. I don't remember. The Huayra got buffed at some point. Oh, I said bad car. Okay. Oh yeah, the Asphalt 8. The Huayra was not that great in Asphalt 8. Let us see here. What do we want to use? Sure. I'll use the DB11 since everybody's asking for it. The hacker car. GT12, Furai. What is my thought about the Grand Prix? Mixed. It's not as pay to... I mean, no, it's more pay to win than we thought. A lot more pay to win than we thought. And not as skill-based as we thought, which isn't surprising necessarily, but I had a little bit of hope that it would be better, but... it's not so great. We'll see. Need an SE for Fenner. Honestly, we just need packs for Fenner. Because Fenner is such an old car, I'm surprised they haven't released packs for it yet. How many tokens did the 3-star TECHRULES cost me? Like 6,000 or something? I don't remember exactly. I made it over 20,000 tokens for the first time. And then spent it all on a car that I'm not even sure I'm able to get. But I have to spend tokens to even have a chance of getting it, so yeah, it's kind of a weird paradox there. Woo! Sorry about that. Yeah, if somebody lands on top of you when you're in Shockwave, you don't get knocked down because the Shockwave is basically a knockdown shield, and they get knocked down instead. Okay, let's see if we can pass this guy here. Don't 360. Don't 360. E-tents. I can do that. I wonder how the E-tents will actually do in gold. I know people, a lot of people have said that they've actually managed to get to go platinum, legend. Legend is it? In the E-tents, which is really cool. I don't know if I would have the patience for that. So let's do that. E-tents go. When I started at multiplayer races, the game crash? Well, I mean, no. Otherwise, the game would be crashing a lot in this stream. Was I able to use the SCG when it was king and before it got nerfed? Yes, I was, and I still remember in the very first, I think it was, the very first Best and Worst Cars in each class list, was the SCG at the top? It's been so long I don't remember. It was really high up there. Now it's just mid-B. Got to boost. Yep. Electric Power. Which was that one? I don't remember. It's such a generic title that I don't remember which car that was for. Okay. How do people get to legend in this thing? Exactly? It's so slow. It's so slow. I mean, yes, it's easy to drive, but everybody's just passing me. The races with the E10s are so tense. Ha. Not gonna lie, that was pretty good, but still. Yeah, I mean, I suppose you could just play over and over again and get 5 points a race and then make it to Legend Elite, but that would take a lot of time in this car. Like, literally 5. If you come in 5 out of 8, which is probably what's going to happen in Gold League most of the time, that's going to take a while. The pig squeals his tires. Yep. I like all these puns. If you guys didn't know, I really like puns in general, so that's really cool. What other cars? Yes, Alfieri. People were saying that since early, so let me do that. And the GT12. I was not in Platinum League in the previous stream. I was in Silver, I want to say. When is the next music video? Well, generally what I've done in the past is I've uploaded a music video every 6 months. So I uploaded one early this year or very late. I think it was in January. I don't remember. So if I continue with that tradition, I'll upload another one in July, most likely. Possibly for 30,000 subs, although I kind of want to do something different for 30,000 subs because it's a 10,000 sub milestone. And I feel like for 10,000 sub milestones, I should do something different each time. Although that's funny. I didn't get to do one for 20,000 because that was the time when my channel was promoted inside Asphalt 9, where I went from 18,000 to 23,000 in like 3 days. So I didn't have time to do anything for 20,000. Oof, don't knock me. I should have just boosted earlier. Oh well. How much for Platinum? A lot, because this is a long season. I thought they were going to have shorter seasons, but apparently not. And then previously, in the previous one, they extended it. So yeah. I don't know why they couldn't have just made another one and have more rewards. That is weird. Ooh, dang it. I was afraid that was going to happen. This really is not my day, is it? I'm barely beating an E10s. How did I get the Alfieri? Probably PAX a while back. Actually, no, wait, no, I got and 4-starred this car in the Jesco event. Yeah, that's what it was. That's one good thing that came out of the Jesco event, I suppose. Not worth the 15,000 tokens I spent, though. Shockwave should be named to Know You Nitro. Interesting. Do I have a Nintendo Switch? No, I don't. Otherwise, I would probably at least try Asphalt on it, but nope, I don't have one. Okay. Elise, GT, Vencer. I did say I would do Vencer and never did, so let's do that. Yeah. This does seem to be a Let's Get Knocked Down stream. I don't know why. Everybody just seems to like landing on me today. TVR Griffith and come in a podium place. My TVR is only 2 stars, so that would be very hard in Gold League. I could try it, though. Where am I from? United States, Central Time Zone. Why everybody say 4GT again? Okay, I can do that. Okay, let's go. I feel like this car can do okay-ish in Gold... Well, if I actually flat spin when I'm supposed to. I feel like this car can do okay-ish in Gold League. I don't know what's going on today. Yeah, this race is not going to go in the video, that's for sure. But the reason I don't usually use stream races for videos is because of the aspect ratio being different, because I have the chat on the side so that I can easily read what you guys are saying. If I were to... And see, a lot of people have said this about not stopping putting the chat on the side. It's just really easy for me to glance over and see it instead of having to look at my phone or whatever. I don't know. I could. We'll see. But also, it allows people to see how far behind the stream really is, so that they can have a better idea of how soon after they send their question I'll actually be able to answer it. So that's one good thing about it, I suppose. But see here, like, the Venser is pretty good at handling and all that. Ooh, we're gonna pass this guy at the end? Yes, we did. No, we didn't. Still got 5th. Rip. Yep, I can do TVR. Osaka is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Not the best for some cars, but pretty good, yeah. Okay, let's do the Ford GT again, because everybody wants to see it so much. And then the Griffith after that. Why is the bottle green? Because that's the color of bottle I have. Do I have a 1679 car? Do I? I feel like I did at one point. I don't know. Okay, let's see what we're up against. Apollo, Huracan, 488, bunch of Corvettes. Am I Apple guy or Android guy? I am Android guy, yes. More controversial questions, yay. And somebody asked what phone I have. I have a OnePlus 6T. That's my least favorite thing about this car. The poor handling. You just can't turn. Sorry. I flew high there, man. And see, a track like this is where the 4GT can actually do okay. Sorry, man. Because, yeah, it's fast. It's very fast. But it just can't turn. And so you have to use that speed in very specific places. And somehow I'm catching up to this Apollo. Maybe I can actually get a podium position? Can I pass this? Well, see, the Apollo's fast, so I doubt it. Apollo is faster than I am. Wait, wait. Wait. Oh, we did it. Podium. Yes. Corvette. Yeah. I have no hate for Apple. Don't say that. I have no hate for Apple at all. I just feel that Android is better value, and that's why I'm an Android person. Oh, hey. I can upgrade something. What's this? Where did I get a part for this? Okay. I did not know I had those. Yes, let's do Corvette. The noob car. Who do I think is making these pay-to-win events? Gameloft or Vivendi? I feel like Vivendi is overall behind it. But I don't know. I mean, I see why everybody spams this car in multiplayer. It's easy to drive, it's fun, it can turn easily, it's very forgiving and whatnot. I don't hate this car like a lot of people in the Asphalt community seem to. because the thing is, see, I feel like, and don't get me wrong, this isn't everybody, but I feel like a lot of people who hate on the Corvette GS are jealous because they can't actually beat it when they know they should be able to. Am I right about that at all? Because people get salty when they lose to noobs in worse cars that are easier to drive, I feel like. At least I think that's where some of it comes from. Now, see, these ones are just great for multiplayer. You can see, even though this car is a lot slower than the Ford GT, I can just do so much better in it than the Ford GT. Yep, that's right. Okay. Good. Do I think the next map should be top speed based? Yes, I do. The past two have been very, very agility based, which means everybody's going to use a Corvette again. Vivendi is the company that owns Gameloft. And yes, I will use the Griffith. I did forget. Thank you for reminding me. It is going to not go well because this car is very bad and not 4-star. Vantage GT12, I do that after this one. When you watch football along with my stream, my team always wins. That's pretty cool. Favorite track? Nile River. If I had to choose one, Nile River would be the one. I don't know why exactly. It just is a very fun track for me. Yeah, this nitro stat is very bad. 0-1? I could use that. I'll do the Vantage after this one. I only have the Vantage 2 stars, though. Everybody's passing me. This car is so bad in multiplayer. See, even in D-Class, at max, this car isn't good in multiplayer. Like, is that not good for multiplayer? Okay, I thought I was gonna fall off. Thank goodness I didn't. If somebody's gonna knock me down right about now. They didn't. Okay, that's nice. Oh yeah, that's something else. Another reason. Wow, this car's nitro efficiency is just so bad. Another reason why the Grand Prix event is not as skill-based as we thought it would be is because they're not taking care of hackers properly. Yeah, I've seen screenshots of some of the higher ones, the higher pairings with 5 hackers at the top, like getting 40-something seconds. I mean, you know those are hackers. It's impossible to get under a minute with, you know, low stars, especially. I don't understand. Don't 360. Can I pass this guy at the end? Nope. No, I cannot. I can't. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, wait. 0-1 is A. I can't. Yes. Someone remembered. Do Asterion. Yeah, I think I will. Wait. No, I can't say. What am I talking about? I can't say that yet. Hacking skill space. They're right, but didn't specify what skill. Yep. That's about right. GT12, was that it? Yeah, that was it. Only 2-star. Still decent at 2. No, not Asterion, GT12. I keep forgetting what car I said I was going to do, and I don't know why. Do Asphalt creators have something special for subscribers? There was supposed to be, but it never happened. Yeah. Because with the creator program or something, it was supposed to be if an Asphalt 9 video of yours hit 50,000 views, your subscribers will be given gifts. Now, the thing is, I never understood how that was ever supposed to work. Because how is Gameloft going to look at your subscribers and figure out who all those people are in-game, even if they have accounts, and give them... it did never make sense to me. So, yeah, I can... It's kind of annoying that they said it in the first place if they weren't actually going to try to follow through with it, but... Yeah. Ooh, I'm gonna get pushed off. Yep, I told you. That was very high, and I'm almost surprised they didn't fly out of bounds. There's some places in Rome where it feels like you can go over buildings or whatnot, but it just sticks you out of bounds. Woo! Past that guy like crazy. Wait, can we actually come back from this? Come on. Let's do this. Let's take the shortcut over the grass. Past this. Don't knock me down. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. No. Stay away. Stay away. Okay, two. That's pretty good. Yes, I will use the Asterion. Would it be nice if they added free roam mode? Yes, free roam is always one thing that I wanted to do. And that's one of the reasons why I originally got Forza, because it was an open world game. I mean, you can go anywhere in it that you want to. And that's actually something that I thought was going to be an Asphalt Extreme, because when Asphalt Extreme first came out, one of the ads for it said, like, no roads, go wherever you want kind of thing. I took that literally to mean we have an open world mode. No, we don't. Any idea about next update? Nope. I don't have any information about it yet myself. So yes, we are doing the Asterion. Yeah, I'm kind of wondering when I will hit level 18. I guess we will see. Oh, not in the game again. Any new locations I would like to see in Asphalt 9 in the future? Paris is the first one that comes to mind. I think that'd be cool to see the Eiffel Tower and all that stuff in the game. Something straighter, please. Stop giving us all of these twists. Now, I kind of understand. Twisty tracks are not as easy to deal with. They're harder to learn. They're harder, and I think that's one thing Gameloft is getting at. But once everybody learns them in a few days, nobody uses the super fast cars on them anymore, and everybody just goes back using the Corvette. That's why I want a straight. It's like even if they had a straight track with some difficult section in it, at least have some straighter sections, you know. Is my phone able to handle A9? Yes, it is, but I don't play it on there because I don't want to keep up with multiple accounts. I hardly have enough time to do this one and make videos and do college all at the same time, so yeah. A lot of people have asked... Oops. I thought this car could handle better than it does. Yeah, Gameloft probably gonna do level 19 garage. Every time people reach the highest level, they're just going to add more levels. I can see them doing that. I mean, back in Asphalt 8, when there were only 85 levels, then they made it go up to 99, because everybody maxed out at 85 by doing multiplayer all the time, because that was multiplayer levels. And then they went up to 99, and everybody maxed that out as well. What time did I get in 1896? I got like 107.00 or something like that. Oof. All hackers doing 45. Yee, sorry about that. You know what? Yeah, 1+7 Pro is really awesome. Okay, I'm going to say in the Legions United Discord that we are now going to do club races. How do we do this? There we go. All right. Let's do this. Most wrecks in a stream awarded to firm. Seems like it. What's my favorite car in Asphalt 9? In terms of driving? That's hard. Jesco, Sheeran, those and the like. Or at least overall. I mean, to drive... People are going to hate me for this. Corvette, honestly, is like one of the easiest cars in the game to drive. Yep. Be the Huracan with the worst car, which isn't actually the worst car anymore. The Z4 is worse, I think. How's my NFS heat? So people have been asking, when am I going to do another NFS hit? Bleh, can't talk. When am I going to do another NFS heat video? Because I made one a while back about my entrance to the game, and I said I liked it and probably make more videos. The reason why I haven't is because I don't have time to play 2 games like hardcore. If I'm trying my best and hardest in Asphalt 9, that uses up a lot of time, obviously, and I don't have time to play NFS Heat super hardcore as well. So I've just been playing it casually. Okay, what's this bundle? Oh, this thing. These don't actually... That's what they do. That's actually... Nah, how is this deal? So, technically speaking, you will do better by buying packs, because 750 will get you 6 on average. So let's do club races. As we have about 20-30 minutes left in the stream, about 20 minutes or so. So let's do my favorite track to begin with. 2 laps. Bugatti Chiron. Start off with something nice and simple. Here we go. And let's see who joins. Fenner, yes, I can use that as well. What cars would you like to see me use in the club races? Because I can use any car in these that I have. Challenge myself to do the Nile River rail trick. That's something I would be more likely to do in the Lotus. Or something not super fast like this one. Next Asphalt game needs to be cross-platform. Yes, please, GameLoft. If they were to do that, though, they would have to be careful to adjust the rewards accordingly, because there would then be 3 times as many people playing together. Why doesn't Switch have the same cars? I think it's because Switch came out, what, a year after all the other platforms? And so they're running... It's updates back. If you didn't know, Switch has many updates back. It doesn't have the newest cars. And they just ran the Regera event. I think that's so they can progress through the game sort of like they did, instead of throwing everything in at once. Which is kind of a good and a bad at the same time. What's my wish list for Asphalt 9 in the future? Definitely the Shelby GT500, the 2021, my favorite car. New tracks? Paris would be cool. Can't really think of anything else at the moment. Alright, I don't think other people are going to join, so let's launch this one. We'll do a few of these. People are saying Trion, too. We could do a 360 battle at some point in here. But I'm afraid that other people wouldn't get the memo and... be annoyed by 360ing. That's the only thing I'm worried about there. Challenge, wreck as many times as you can in multiplayer. That, I mean, technically speaking, you should be able to wreck infinite times in multiplayer. because you can just keep going backwards and wrecking on something, and keep going backwards and wrecking on something, and do that forever. Don't land on me. Thank you very much. Fun car, fun track. Always good. Whee! Not good. This is going to be a close one. I can already feel it. Thank goodness I got some airtime there, because this guy is right on my tail. We have 2 laps, so we got to hold him off for another one. I feel like club races are more interesting than multiplayer, but you guys can't join. So that's why I do a lot of multiplayer, to give you guys a chance to join. Almost afraid I was going to wreck there. We're doing okay so far, as long as physics doesn't get to us or something. Okay, doing better in this section than the previous lap. I don't know why I flat spun there, but it worked out okay in the end. And I'm saving my nitro this time. I feel like that's a better choice through here. And then use it now to get around this corner at a higher speed and then still go up. Yeah, I think that was better than what I did on the first lap. Corvette ZR1 Club Race. Good idea. And GG. Trion Regera. What happened if you're inside Asphalt 9? Technically, during the Godly Beast event, I got a character kind of in the game-ish, if you count that. Let's see, what next? I hope they add the new tracks to this mode soon. What do we want to do? Let's do, oh, I don't know. This one. With the ZR1, which is back here. No, wait, ZR1 is A-Class. Here it is. I definitely prefer the Huracan over the Trion, although the Trion's very fun still. It's like a Trion with bad nitro. Let's see if people will join. School's going pretty good for me. Oh good, another 3-star. Cool, lots of 3 stars. The recent update cars aren't that good. Well, the cars themselves are actually, actually pretty good. The AT96 and the Avia are close to, if not at the tops of their classes. It's just so hard to get them. Okay, let's do it. Now see this, because everybody's in the same car, this will be truly a test of skill. Is ZR1 better than Grand Sport? That's a tough one. It's faster, not as agile, so they're probably about the same, honestly. Although the ZR1 would likely be better in events. I don't know about multiplayer. How to do purple paintings of your cars. So I made a video a while back where I showed how to do that. It was with the Vanda, I think it was. Okay. Oh, someone disconnected. Oh no. RIP. Oh, why did I go this way? That's not good. And, oh, ooh, see, that's what I was afraid was going to happen if I was going to try it, is wrecking on that center part there, because I realized this car doesn't have as good of handling as the Corvette. I feel like a lot of cars, I overestimate their handling after driving better handling ones. Do you guys do that too? Like after driving the Corvette or something, you expect everything to feel like the Corvette, and then it just doesn't, and then you wreck. Yeah, that's happened to me before. Also, say for example, something else kind of funny. After playing Ghost Season, and then I go into events, I'm like, wait, I can hit cars? What's this? Dance for 30,000 subscribers milestone. I can't dance well, so I don't know about that. We'll see, though. We'll do something good for 30K. And I am open to ideas. Open to all your suggestions. And the reason I'm looking at chat now during the race is because why do I keep resizing my window? That's not the reason. It's because I don't have to concentrate super hard at the moment. Wait, I just realized something. Oh wait, no, never mind. I think I moved my window too far to the left. So I can't see all the chat now. Wait, let me fix this after this race. There we go. That works. Can Regera and Trion reach 300 at max? No, they reached like 295-ish. I think only the Jesco can go over 300. Okay, let's do the Regera. A lot of people have been asking for. Let's do Mountain Pulse. Dance to my own songs. Now, wouldn't that be funny? Coming up with some of my own dance move to my own song. That's not a terrible idea. It would be kind of cringy, though, I can imagine. Let's do this. Fenner. Asphalt 9 is better on iPhone or PC. That is something that is completely up to the player. I know a lot of people, including, it's like, I can do a lot better on PC than on mobile, simply because I've used the PC for games, Asphalt, for 3-4 years now, and I've never really played on my phone. But for someone starting, I would say that playing on mobile is likely easier to get into because it's more intuitive. You just turn the thing like a steering wheel and it makes sense. Whereas on PC, you have to get used to the arrow keys, and like, it's not as intuitive is what I'm trying to say. Is the Senna better than the Zenvo? No, the Zenvo is definitely better. Although I suppose the Senna could be better on a few tracks. Like Caribbean, maybe. Although the thing is, the Zenvo has really good drifting. And high top speed. And decent acceleration too, so I don't know. It just doesn't have as good of nitro efficiency as the Senna. What's better, Huracan or Grand Sport? Overall, Huracan. Yeah, Huracan. Okay. Let's do this. Thank you for all the purple hearts, boys. DBS. I can do that in multiplayer, actually. Batista better than Zenvo. Tough call. Not sure. And getting packs for AT96 is both a good and a bad thing. It's bad because it makes the event more pay to win. It's good because I wanted packs for stuff, but I wish they would have waited until after the event was over to give packs. I feel like that would have been better, so that it would be truly skill-based event and not who can buy the most packs wins. Yay! PH for Purple Hearts. New acronym. What's better, Leaf or Rymac? Rymac, there you go. Oh wait, 2 laps. Help, I forgot. 9. This way is better if you can do it right. I don't feel like I'm doing it right. I don't go this way very often, so I need to practice it more. But yeah, this way is faster, especially for faster kart. Nah, let's pretend that didn't happen. Let's just pretend that didn't happen, shall we? Yeah, let's do that. Oh, maybe I can catch up. We'll see. Ooh! I was afraid I was gonna wreck there. Rip me, rip me, rip me, rip me. Very much rip me. Notice the Via/Apollo N. They're super close. They're really close. Like, the Huracan, the Avia, and the Apollo N are all really close. Oh, okay. What is the pH value of Purple Hearts? Whatever the best is. I don't know. I mean, I like the number. 7 is my favorite number, if you guys didn't know. And 7 is in the middle of the pH scale, so 7. Neutral, I guess. B-class cars getting better than low. Let's just show that, because why not? B-class cars getting better than low-end S-class. I can kind of see that. Is J50 better than P1? Nope, it is not. P1 is better. DBS, let's do that. We're coming up to 1.5 hours, so I will be ending the stream pretty soon. You know what? Before we do that, let's do another club race, a final one. With the... What shall we do? What track do I want? Let's do Path of the Wind with Vergara. And then move to DBS for multiplayer, and then I think we'll probably end it. Is that also sarcastic? Anime GT, you have been noticed. Yes, I can feel it now. The sarcasm. 570S or 918? The 570S is overall better. Ooh, that's a good competition. But the 918 is still really good. Probably better for multiplayer than the 570S. That's why we're making 2 lists. One for multiplayer and one for TLE or events. What is the best D-Class car? The TVR Griffith and the Mazda Furai. So Griffith for events and Furai for multiplayer. Okay. Let us do the concentration thing. I hope they add the 10-second thing at the beginning of here too. I probably should have done the thing of drifting and all that because, ooh, thank goodness he didn't knock me down. Would not have been good. No, this race is not going so well so far. I'm just going all over the place. Maybe though, with my superior speed, I can catch up and win. Although the thing is, the Rimac is still fast. Even though it's slower than the Regera, it's still fast and is likely able to keep its top speed better than me. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to catch him or not. Not if I go this way. Nope. I went poorly up that barrel. How long have I played A9? 1.5 years at this point. I played it since launch was what, July 26, 2018? So over a year and a half at this point. Who told me to pick this car? It was in the chat a lot, so I picked it. And you know what, we'll do Trion after this, because why not? Ooh, that was a good timed shockwave. I was not even going for shockwave at that time. You don't know sadness till you play TVR in multiplayer. Yeah, I can understand that. I can very much understand that. Yeah, let's do Trion. On what track shall we do? I'm feeling like let's do this guy. With the Trion Nemesis, which, why is it so low in S? That's so weird. It's so good, but so low in S. Zero Uno versus Pininfarina. Also a tough one. The Zero Uno, I would say, is better event-wise, but the H2 is likely better multiplayer-wise. Best and worst cars video is coming, guys. Event lists are mostly done at this point. Going to do multiplayer lists as well, though. Alrighty. My voice just went really high. Grand Prix, is it fair? Not really. I mean, that's kind of a tough call to make. Talking about hacker-wise, no. With the hackers, no, it's not fair. Okay, let us play this. You have been noticed. What comes around goes around. Car video, enjoy. Okay. Two Lycans versus Trion. Let's see how this goes. Ooh, don't land on me, please. Thank you. Eat! That was an accident, I'm pretty sure. I think he was trying to do the same thing I was, go over to the side there and grind the wall, and didn't realize I was right there. We'll see what we can do on 2 laps, though. The Trion is very powerful on this track, so I think it's quite possible that I could potentially catch up. Which I appear to be doing. Let's see if I can catch up all the way, though. Ooh, that was close. Ride this wall for as long as I can. Yeah, let's do it. I'm not even mad. This is, I don't even know what to say. Oh boy. Well, that race was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. Wow. You're good, Flins. I'm laughing more than anything. That was just funny. That was honestly quite funny. Okay. What were the cars that I was going to do in here? I was going to do, what, DBS and or something like that. And after, oh, sorry, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do DBS and Acura, which were the 2 cars that people were asking for. And then end the stream. I don't really want to upgrade this. I'm only at 1-star upgrades, but I want to see what I can do. Is the Aperta better than the Senna? I would say no. I think the Senna is better than the Aperta. What is the best A car? So, there's a lot. The Genti, the Aperta, the Huera, and the TECHRULES are all like the 4 top A-class cars, and I don't know exactly how they are. I'm pretty sure it goes event-wise, Genti, Aperta, Huracan. I'm not sure where the TECHRULES fits into all that because it has the best acceleration of all of the 4, but the speed isn't amazing. It only goes, what, 235, something like that. Which car do I think should get a buff? Ooh, that was close. Possibly the Arinera. I know a lot of people have said this, that the Arinera should get a buff. The reason why I think it should is because, sorry about that, oopsie, is because it is not as good as its stats make it, like, it's not as good as its rank makes it out to be. Like, its rank is almost 4,000 or something like that, and it's not nearly that good. It's still good, it's just not that good. Do I think the SRT8 deserved a nerf so early? Honestly, I don't think it deserved a nerf at all. Maybe slight nerf, possibly, but not like, they just killed it. Okay, Acura. And then we'll end the stream. If you guys have any burning questions, please do ask, because this is your last chance in the stream, pretty much. Acura, here we are. Okay, see ya, Doc and Vic. Okay, Garage Eagle. Have I played Forza games other than Forza Horizon 4? Nope, I haven't. Why didn't I do a video of ESL event? Because GameLoft didn't ask me to, and I don't have it on PC, which is how I did it before. It's not a sin to win. Did I use that as a title for a sin video once? I almost feel like I did. What if they had a track that was on the moon? They have one of those in Asphalt 8. It'd be cool to see one in 9, definitely, but I don't know. I feel like with Asphalt 8, I don't know. I feel like with Asphalt 9, they're trying to have more realistic tracks than in Asphalt 8. Because in Asphalt 8, they've got Sector 8, which is a completely sci-fi whatnot kind of track. And then you've got the Moon one, which is cool, but not realistic at all. So, I don't know. I don't expect to see anything other than real locations in Asphalt 9 for at least a while. Because I feel like with Asphalt 8 being in its last days, I don't think they're taking it as seriously as they used to. You know, with adding that track and all. If you guys know what I mean. Wow, I'm just hitting everything today, aren't I? I don't know why I went this way either. It's not faster unless you're in a super easy to handle car. When is my next Forza vid? So, soon actually, probably in a week or so, because I bought the Bugatti Divo because it was in the Forzathon shop, so I'm planning to make a video about that. Do I still like Asphalt 8? Not in its current state. What is my next song gonna be? I have not written one yet. I have a couple ideas floating around, but nothing down on paper. The song isn't made yet either. So, yeah. Do I think Pagani Huayra should be nerfed? Not really. I like it how it is, honestly. Do I want to visit Europe? I would like to visit Europe one day. My 11 GT3 needs a buff. The thing is, it's already, like, almost as good as the Huracan. If 911 GT3 got a buff, it would be one of the B-Class Kings. Is the Avia worth it? I don't think so. If you already have either the Huracan or the Apollo at high stars, honestly, skip the Avia. It's not worth it. Do I still like pizza cake? That was a funny meme. Do I think Vet needs a nerf? I don't know. I feel like no. I feel like they should just add more tracks where it's not as good on, rather than keep nerfing and buffing cars. Are the AT96 packs worth it with better lap time? Yes. If you want to get the AT96, you're going to have to buy packs pretty much to start up, because that's what everybody's going to be doing. So yeah, if you want to get the car, you're definitely going to have to do that. But if you're not really sure if you're going to get the car or not, don't put a bunch of tokens into it, because you might not get it in the end. Favorite car in Class B to drive, or in general, like Huracan probably. Lotus Avia or VLF Force 10? I don't know. They're very close. The Avia has been called the rich man's VLF. What are the specs of my PC? I have a GTX 1060 6GB and 16 gigabytes of RAM and an Intel i7 7700. It's a couple years old Acer Predator Helios 300. So that's the laptop I'm currently recording on. And oh yeah, and my webcam that I'm using, I got a new webcam over Christmas. It's the like Logitech C922 or something like that. It's a really popular one. College is going pretty well so far. Favorite car? GT500, Senna or Batista? Batista. What tips do I have for getting tokens faster, multiplayer, events, and daily tasks? Do you remember when I made GS the third worst car in Class B? I think I accidentally said that. I think that was what I said. What do I think the final goal of Asphalt 9? Honestly, to make GameLoft money, because that's technically the goal of any game that's made Why'd they make such a bad event for the Avia? I don't know why they're backpedaling on all the good that happened with the Rimac event and whatnot. Does PC have manual acceleration like in Asphalt 8? Yep. What's the current Asphalt 9 you want to come out? The car that I want to come out in Asphalt 9 is GT500, I would say. Will I buy a GT500 IRL? I would like to. We'll see. How's the progress of making my Mustang purple? That's going to be a while, but hopefully eventually I can. So guys, I think that's going to be it for the stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Please do like the stream if you enjoyed it, and consider subscribing for more streams in the future, as well as more videos, more multiplayer videos, which I have coming out soon. I've got something coming out about the Avia, hopefully the TECHRULES if I manage to get it, the Vencer, a few other cars as well. So yes, stay tuned for that. And I will see you guys in my next video. And I just realized this stream is actually the closest I've been to another stream just 2 weeks out because the events are so close to each other. And I will see you next video. Goodbye.